Hello, everyone. My name is Holly, and I am one of the trainers for this hour. The topic we will be going over today is on memory. So we will be discussing how well you remember things. We will read an article, and we will do vocabulary activities, and then we will have a final discussion. So that is the plan for today. Um, I encourage you to download the material. And let me get you that link. Okay. Hello, how are you today, Miguel? Hi, Maria, how are you today?
Hi, honey. I'm very good. It's Sunday and I have to work tomorrow, but well,
Excuse me. So, are
I,
you in the are you in the Sunday evening blues?
in the sorry,
I call it Sunday evening blues.
Sunday evening blues.
Yeah, it's kind of a depression because you have to work tomorrow.
Yeah. I didn't know the expression. Yes, Sunday evening blues.
I I don't I don't know if it's I don't know if it's official, but that's what I call it. And I think most people would understand it because if you're blues are there's two meanings for blues. One is depression, and the other is a type of music, a type of jazz music. But
Yeah.
uh,
I knew blues about music, but not about depression. But
oh,
I
okay,
will
you didn't.
to
Okay,
take care of with this expression. I will
okay,
say to my mates,
yeah,
Sunday evening blues.
yeah. Unless it's the day before a holiday, then it's of course not Sunday evening blues. So, I mean, even if you like your job, you still, you still enjoy the weekend. So,
Yes, I like my job, but when you begin on Monday, you say, "Oh, it's the whole week." Um, but I spend very good times with the mates, but it's
mhm.
still Monday. When it Monday finishes on Tuesday, it seems that everything goes faster.
Yeah,
You have more things
totally,
to
completely
do,
understand.
you are more integrated, but on Monday it seems like you have lots of emails to read and to things to do, and you
Uh-huh.
say, I have to begin with the first one.
Yep, I
But then when
completely
when
understand.
you when you begin, the time passes so quickly.
Yep, I completely understand. So, hi, Rafa, how are you today?
I'm pretty fine, finishing the weekend.
Yeah, that's what Maria just said. She said, "Oh, I have to go to work tomorrow." So I said, "Yeah." So it's the Sunday evening blues. So, Miguel, are you able to speak yet? How are you today?
Yeah. Yes, hi. I'm fine. Like my partner, can you hear me?
Yes.
Perfect. Yeah, like my partner, I was finishing the weekend, so I'm a little bit sad.
Yeah, like yeah. So Sunday evening blues. So now, are all three of you in Spain?
Yes, in my case, yes.
And Maria, you're in Spain as well,
Yeah.
and Rafa, you're in Spain as well, right?
Yeah,
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
So is it 2 o'clock right now, or is it what time is it right now?
8.
8 o'clock.
Eight
Excuse me,
o'clock.
8 o'clock. I'm like, it's 1 o'clock here. I don't know why I said that. So okay, so it's 8 p.m. now,
Yeah.
and okay, yeah, because you guys have changed times, and we have not, and so I'm all screwed up because usually My 2 o'clock, which is in an hour, is your 10 o'clock. So now it's a little bit different. So, hi, Michael. How are you?
Hello, Holly. Holly. Doing
Holly.
well.
Yeah.
Holly. Yeah.
Yep. Remember in English when there's an O and then 2 consonants, it's always an ah sound. Holly.
Yeah.
Holly.
Because I was telling yesterday like Holly, but Holly. Okay.
Exactly. Perfect pronunciation.
Doing well. How are you?
Yeah, very good. Very, very good. It's Halloween week has started, and the kids are all. I think they went to 2 trunk or treats yesterday, and they're going to a big harvest festival today.
And did they come to your house like trick and treat?
No, I'm talking about my nephews and nieces. So that we went to trunk or treats, and that's where they decorate their car, and you go around in a circle, and then the kids get candy that way.
But when they come to your house and say like trick or treat,
That's Friday.
Yeah, trick or treat.
Yeah, that's Halloween, and then today they're going to a harvest festival.
Okay.
And so it's the holiday we call from Halloween. We say the holiday season has begun. So here in the States. So this is a fun week for kids. So how are you, Andre?
I'm doing great. Thank you for asking, teacher. How about you? How's everything?
Doing really well. So, question: in the Ukraine, is it 9 p.m. there?
Is it 9 p.m. and 8 minutes?
Okay, in 8 minutes. Oh, 9. Okay, it's 9:08. Okay.
9 p.m. It's actually it's dark outside.
Yeah. Here it's getting dark about 8, which is nice. I like the dark, so I like winter. I like cold. It's strange. So
-4 degrees outside. It's
wow,
pretty cool.
Wow, that is cold. So what is the weather like in Spain, Maria, Miguel, and Rafa?
Warm. It's very warmer than another a previous autumn season.
It sounds like
5 degrees in Seville. I don't know my other mates.
You guys are.
Many people are on the beach right now.
Oh, really?
There are more than 30 degrees in the south of Spain, and in the Mediterranean area too, more than 27 degrees Celsius.
Wow. So it sounds like you guys are having an Indian summer.
Summer.
For us, it finally got cold. We've been having an Indian summer, so it's much cooler than it has been, and we will have a high today of 13 degrees. And it looks like a chance of rain, but it looks sunny outside. So, and Michael, you're in Chicago, right?
Yep.
So what's the weather like over there?
It's windy and cold.
Yeah.
As usual.
Yeah, Chicago is known as the Windy City. So, right, well, let's go ahead and get started. Today's topic is on memory. So, the first question I have for you guys is, do you have a good memory? And have you forgotten an important birthday or an anniversary? So, Rafa, do you have a good memory?
Yes. I think I have a very good memory because many times I can remember more things than, for example, my wife or my relatives. This is an advantage and also a disadvantages, I think.
Okay, so disadvantages. So it's an advantage or a disadvantage. Okay. All right. So Miguel, do you have a good memory?
It depends. I have good memory with faces, facts, something like that. But for example, for studying or memorizing a list of irregular verbs, for example, I don't have a good memory. Or for example, to memorize a verb following by the gerund or followed by to infinitive, I don't have good memory.
Yeah. So for you, you have to actually use the verb in conversation, probably for you to remember it instead of memorizing lists. Yeah, that makes sense. And Michael, how about you? Do you have a good memory?
Well, it depends. I think I have average memory, but for example, if we speak about something, I speak with someone about something, I can remember that for a long time. I mean, if second time someone asks me like about something and there is a thing about what I spoken with someone else or what I read, I can tell that like in the nutshell, the main idea of the conversation or something. But for example, learning English, I realized that it's quite difficult to remember some more advanced words, like not what I'm speaking now. Now I'm speaking with like kind of simple words, like basic words, but some maybe adjectives more complicated, or some business words maybe, or some idioms maybe, or some business, or some phrasal verbs. So basically, off the top of my head, it's kind of difficult to recall them in 10 seconds, to put that in a conversation, or to tell to someone, or to ask someone about that. I want to remember, but I cannot. So I think I have bad memory because of that.
Yeah. Well, actually, you probably have a very good memory. When it comes to vocabulary, it's probably very high in your passive vocabulary. You just haven't made it active yet. And
what do you mean?
So active means it's a word that you would actually use without thinking.
Okay. Yeah, I can.
Yeah. Where passive is if you hear myself speak and I say a word, you understand it even though you never use it yourself.
Sure, I understand you 120%.
Yeah. So a lot of times in your passive vocabulary, and that's even the same for native speakers, our passive vocabulary is huge, and our active vocabulary is actually quite small, because we only use what I've read or I've heard a theory that native speakers only use maybe 500 words.
500 words?
Yeah, in their active vocabulary, they use the same ones all the time, and
not too much.
Yeah, but when we read or when we listen, we understand everything. Yep. So.
Thanks for encouraging me.
Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome. I think somebody told me that years ago, and then I read it as well after that. So, Miguel, I've got a problem here. We've got Miguel and we've got Mikel. Who did I ask?
Miguel, and Miguel.
There's Miguel, and Michael. So, who has not answered?
Tell me, Michael. Okay.
Okay, Michael.
Tell me.
Okay. So Miguel, do you have a good memory?
But I suppose some things I don't forget. Another, I think, because I don't try to. If something I don't mind a lot, I suppose I no press attention, and after I don't remember.
Okay. So if you don't care, you don't remember.
Yes. But depend the thing, because we have I think it's important for me. I don't forget.
Okay. So if it's important, you don't forget. And if it's not important, you do. That's a good one. Good way to explain that. Very good way. Andre, how about you? Do you have a good memory? And have you forgotten any important events?
It's if I'm talking about the memory related to learn a language, for example, I wouldn't say that I have a good memory, since I can forget the word or phrases that I heard a few seconds later, or that I read a few seconds later. I can forget that.
Mm-hmm.
I I can remember that word or sentences firmly, only if I use that word in my conversation for several times.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think that's pretty typical. I think that many times that's why in language lessons we use the same word over and over, so that if you use it several times, then you remember the word. So, yeah.
But I would say that the other kind of memory, for example, I'm able to remember the faces or people that I saw a crazy long time ago.
Wow. Do you remember their names?
Not. It's hardly to remember their names, but I can understand their face clearly and immediately. After, even if I saw them crazy long time ago. For example, my co-workers, if I meet them somewhere, they can't recognize me, but I recognize them clearly.
Wow.
And for example, I'm greeting them, but them can't recognize me at all, and they are very confused about that.
Wow. Wow. Where I can't say that I have a very good memory with most normal things. Like Michael, what Michael and Miguel have both said, and Andre, I forget about vocabulary words and stuff like that. I can't remember them. But the thing that I remember are dates. You ask me when something happened, I can probably tell you the month and the year. Or if the person is important to me, if it's a good friend, you ask me, when did you meet this person? I can tell you exactly when that is. So it's really weird.
Here's the test for you.
Okay.
When was your first Verbling lesson, group lesson?
That was on September 13, 2014.
And what was the date?
September, I think it was either September 11 or September 13. I think it was September 13. I think it was about 11 p.m. I mean, not 11 p.m., 11 a.m.
Let's see. I'll check.
Yeah,
we'll check your memory. So you said 13 September, yeah? Your first group lesson on Verbling.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what the day was? What was the day?
It was a Thursday.
Thursday?
Thursday. No, it was September 11th. Wait. It was Wednesday. I got it. No, wait. I got it wrong. Wait. September 3rd is when they hired me. I was wrong. Oh, it was September 10. So obviously, September 10 at noon.
Really impressed about that.
But September 13 was a Saturday, but September 10 was when I first started. But at least I knew the week.
Yes, September 10, I see, at 2 o'clock.
Oh, at noon, my time.
Yeah, 2 o'clock. Noon was... What time is now?
My time it was noon.
But now what time is?
Right now it's 1:20 where I'm
One
at.
thing. Okay. Thanks.
Yeah. Yeah. So that's, but I can remember really, you know, if like I think Mikhail said, if it's insignificant to me, I'm not going to remember. But if it's a significant date, I will remember. And I had friends that would turn to me and say, "Holly, when did we do this?" When I lived in Finland, and say, "Oh, that would have been," because I remember dates and numbers. But if you ask me a person's name, I won't remember their name at all. Or like many of you guys, I always forget where you're from. So, Maria, how about you? Do you have a good memory?
Not very good memory. As Andre, I remember, I don't forget faces,
Uh-huh.
but the problem is with the names, because I don't remember the names and where I met him or her. When they say, or when they say, hello, Maria, I say, oh, I don't remember the name. Where, where did I meet him? And I have to think about it. And I'm the person who is always, when I have to do something, for example, only to do the shopping, I have to go with a list.
Oh, okay. Otherwise you forget?
If it's not in the list, I will forget.
Uh-huh.
It's always. I say I'm always with my table even in my job with post-its saying tomorrow. Don't forget to because if not, because if it's something very important for me, I don't forget it. But if it's all something you are not very, you think it isn't so important, I forget about it. So I try to take the date and time and things like that. To take notes. I'm always writing.
Yeah.
And in my calendar phone with the dates.
Okay. So you have to write down everything.
Yes. If I lose my phone, I'm completely lost.
Oh, wow. That's not good. So good thing that you have the cloud too, internet cloud. So, and another thing that I do, so I'm so bad at remembering names, is I will put people in categories. And for some reason, and I'm not sure, Aldona here from Poland, I confuse her on a weekly basis with Adela from Spain. And did you know that, Aldona?
Yes, I imagine that.
Yeah, so the last class that Aldela was there in, I actually called her Aldona at least twice. So I'll put people in different categories, and it's weird, but I always get names wrong. In Finland, when there was Tinas, I would call them Lisas, and Lisas I would call them Tinas, because they had the double I. It was Tiina. Liisa, and I would just completely screw it up. So, Aldona, do you have a good memory? And have you ever forgotten an important birthday or an anniversary?
If I can you hear me?
Yes, now we can.
Okay, it depends on what I want to remember. When I care on what I want to have in mind, I remember this thing. And if I don't care, it's not in my mind.
Okay. So if you care if you care about the thing, then you remember. If you don't care, then it's not in your mind. Yeah. Okay. Several people have said that as well. Yeah. Okay. So the next section we're going to do is a vocabulary before we do a quick reading. And so we've got this vocabulary. It says match the word or phrase with the correct meaning. So we've got to clutter up. Does anybody know what that meaning would be? Any idea?
I think it could be feel messily.
Yes. Does anybody know what clutter is? Is that a new word for everybody?
Rubbish?
Clutter.
Oh no, it's lots of things in one place. Like
Yeah.
put it like in one room, it's a mess. Lots of things.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. If you have if you're a person that has a tendency to just keep everything, maybe you have your home is cluttered. If you have a lot of things, if you have a lot of things on your flat surfaces and things like that. This is an exaggeration of what clutter is. So an office that is completely cluttered. You know, all kinds of pictures on the wall, stuff like that. It's not necessary. This is kind of messy. It's messy, but not. And this is more than clutter. This is messy. So it's just some examples of clutter. I have family members. Their whole home is cluttery. I can't handle it. So, okay. Next word. A consequence.
Result, outcome.
Yes. A result or an outcome. Okay. Next word. Purchase.
Buy.
Buy. To buy. For some reason, this material is not using it in the pure infinitive form. To mislay.
Temporarily lose.
Yeah, so temporarily lose. So my sister, on a regular basis, mislays either her telephone or her keys at all times. So to boost.
To improve.
To improve.
To raise. To raise.
Let's see. Benefit, improve. Well, where's to raise? I can't see that here.
Oh, there is no to raise. I just said.
Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah, boost also means to raise, to raise as well. To boost someone's mind and to boost their self-confidence. You raise their self-confidence. Okay, a boon.
Benefit.
Okay, and a memory lapse.
Forgetting something.
Getting something. Okay, now we're going to read through a message, read through an article, and then we will discuss this a little bit more. Okay. So we have, for some reason, the article of this, we've got 4 words. We've got note, diet, wallets, and email. Do you guys hear a lot of noise in the background of my home?
No.
You don't?
No, it's fine.
Really? Because they're all in the next room yelling and banging doors and all kinds of stuff, and you guys don't hear anything?
No.
Awesome.
You should call police.
Yeah. Well, it's a positive thing. The kids are all excited because they're going to a Halloween party, and one of the mom, there's a couple families in there, and one of the moms just yelled at her son, "Come here!" and and I'm like, "Oh, don't you guys know I'm teaching?" So, okay, so you guys do not hear it.
No, because you have a microphone with noise canceling.
It sounds like it. Okay, good. That makes me feel better. Okay, so we have these words: a note, diet, wallets, and email. Let's see if we can put these in the right section. Aldona, can you read the first paragraph? Aldona, are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay.
Umbrellas come in at number 1, at number 2, and cell phones at number 3. I have no idea what to put in.
Okay. The choices are notes, diets, wallets, or wallet, and email. So, anybody know what number 1 would be?
Wallets?
Wallets, yeah. Wallets, okay. Can you read the rest of this, Aldona?
Yes, wallets at number 2 and cell phones at number 3. However, this isn't a list of popular birthday presents. Instead, these are the most common items cluttering up lost property offices worldwide.
Okay, thank you. Maria, could you read the next paragraph?
So, birthdays and anniversaries often slip people's minds, sometimes with disastrous consequences. Technology can come to the rescue with calendar-based websites allowing users to enter important dates and then automatically sending reminder notes by email. Some sites even provide users with the option of purchasing and sending presents or flowers directly.
Perfect. I just wanted to go over one word just so that you guys know the word. This word, it has 2 pronunciations. We either pronounce it often or often.
Or often.
Both ways, often or often. So if you hear it 2 ways, that's totally fine. Okay. All right. Another Michael from Chicago.
Okay. Where to start?
Next one, another.
Another common problem is losing. Losing? Why is 1 O only?
1 O?
Yeah.
Oh, we'll go over that. That's the correct spelling.
Okay. Or mislaying everyday items such as keys or glasses. Studies show that humans are much better at keeping a routine than they are at remembering exceptions. For this reason, getting into the habit of always leaving items in the same place is said to work well. If you have to break a routine, writing email to yourself is an easy way to jog your memory.
Okay.
Memory.
Right. So writing a note to yourself.
Yeah. Note.
Okay. Now let's talk about the question you had. Yeah. Let's talk about the question you have is the word to lose.
Yeah.
And loose. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Okay, the difference between these, this is a common, these 2 words are commonly misunderstood by non-native, commonly misused by native speakers of English. Okay, to lose, that means maybe you've lost. It's part of lost.
Mm-hmm.
Right? You've lost your keys. You've lost. You've lost your cell phone. That is to lose. Okay, loose is a completely different meaning that sometimes you'll see in writing, and I've even seen PhD professors make this mistake. They will loose their keys. But actually, loose, the second one with 2 O's, has a meaning. For example, his dog is loose because he ran off. Or his dog got out of the yard and is now loose. So
Like free?
Free. Loose is like free. The second one with OO is free. So if an animal is loose, or that's pretty much how it's used. Most things, something that is usually contained, like an animal that is let free, is loose.
Okay.
And but the word we were actually using in here is to lose, or from the word lost. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
And
Sure.
but you will see people all the time saying, writing loose as an LOOSE, to lose your keys. So it's
Yeah, that's why I think my English is very advanced, because I make the same mistakes as native speakers.
Yeah, well, I think that mistake is made by everyone. So yeah, you do have good English. Okay, let's go to the next one. Miguel, could you read the next paragraph?
Yes, most people get more forgetful as they get older, but scientists are now finding that caffeine can help to boost memory as we age. Together with a balanced diet, regular exercise, and moderate alcohol intake, a cup of tea or coffee each day is a significant step towards retaining a good memory for as many years as possible. Caffeine can also be a boon for students or those studying another language. It not only aids concentration, but has also been shown to help with information recall.
Okay. All right. Thank you. And Mikkel.
Yes, it seems that everyone has different techniques to improve memory skills. Science seems to back this up, with experiments showing that there is no single technique. Whatever you might try, however, occasionally embarrassing memory lapses are probably just a part of being human.
Okay, so occasional embarrassing memory lapses. Yeah, probably just a part of being human. Okay, so are there any words or phrases in here that you do not know? Any words or phrases?
What's boon? Could you repeat? I forgot. Boon.
Which one?
Boon.
Boon means boon is a benefit.
Benefit. Okay.
Yeah, and so it's a boon is a word that is not in my active vocabulary.
Yeah.
I would never use that word.
No, I've been here like for 1 year and something, and I never heard like from teacher's mouth.
Yeah. Yeah. I tend to learn at least 1 to 2 words out of this material a week. It's usually British English, and that's why I learn it. But every once in a while, it's like, oh, I know what it means, but I've never seen it before. Until I was preparing for the lesson. All right. So everybody understands everything. Okay. Question for you guys. What do you think about caffeine helping you remember? Do you think that is true or not true?
I think that maybe caffeine can make you a bit more awake to be able to remember things.
Mm-hmm.
But only not a lot of caffeine, because if not, you will be, as the kids.
Okay. So
my opinion.
Okay. So too much caffeine can be dangerous, maybe.
Yeah.
Okay. So what do you guys think? Mikkel, do you think that caffeine really can improve your ability to remember?
I'm not sure, because I like a lot caffeine. I think my improving English very fast. I don't know because I suppose this is in a studies. I don't have information about this. But I think it's possible. But a lot of things we depend the amount because a lot of caffeine I know is no good.
Mm-hmm.
All depends. Yes.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
exercise is good. Moderate alcohol is good. I think this word is in a studies, I suppose.
I hope so. What do you think, Miguel?
Yes, I think it could be useful because you can bring back your memories faster with the caffeine. Above
Okay.
all, if you are tired.
Okay. So, what do you think, Michael?
Well, really, I don't have a strong opinion about that. I'm sitting on the fence about it because I don't have enough information. I don't have like lots of information. I should read like at least 3 articles, different opinions. After that, I should read a book about that, and I can tell you some details. But listening, Mikel. I've known him like for 6 months or something. So basically, last time I've heard him in August, I think. So his English improved a lot from August till now. So till now it's like November, October, November. So basically, in 2 months, his English improved. So I think he should put on caffeine more.
Thank you.
You're welcome, Michael. I know.
Isn't it weird? I mean, I have not experienced it. I mean, I have seen people improve, but even yesterday I was listening to a person talk, and I thought, wow, when I first started working with him a month ago, he spoke so fast that I couldn't understand him. So I had to really struggle to understand him, and then all of a sudden, I can understand it. I'm like, I wanted to tell him, but I felt that he would be embarrassed. But that was, I think, early this morning that I was like, wow. So, yeah.
You're getting used with the accent, with burbling accents.
Yeah. Well, it's funny because when I was in graduate school, I was working at a bank in Southern Illinois, and I was a bank teller. And the lady next to me who was standing there she's an African American lady. And she had a customer who was an ESL student from one of the Asian countries. And this African American lady could not understand at all what this little young student was wanting. So she turned to me and she said, "Holly, you speak ESL. Please, could you tell me what she's trying to say?" And of course, I understood her in just a few minutes, just a couple minutes. But it was because I was used to all these accents. I don't even hear the accents anymore. Or very rarely, sometimes. The Indian accent I can still hear fairly well. So, but anyway, let's go on. So, what are the 3 most common items of lost property? Who remembers? Maria?
I think it was wallets.
Okay, wallets was one.
Umbrellas and cell phones. Okay.
And cell phones.
I have lost a lot of umbrellas.
Yeah, I refuse to spend much money on an umbrella for that reason.
You find a place when it is raining, and when you get out of the place, it's not raining. I forget about the umbrella.
Yeah. What are some other things that you guys commonly forget? or lose? Can you guys remember? Miguel, is there something else on this list about that you personally sometimes forget?
My sunglasses.
Sunglasses, yeah.
In every wedding,
Uh-huh.
I have to buy the new glasses because I lose
Mm-hmm.
all of them in the weddings. I don't know why.
Really? Are you like me, where I have a rule of thumb that I will not spend more than €5 on a pair of sunglasses. I'll go to the cheap stores because I always lose them.
Yeah, I used to do that, but now I was operated of my vision, and I had to buy good glasses with a good quality.
Oh, okay. So you have to have good quality glasses now. Okay. So Michael, what is something that you commonly forget or lose?
Well, I sometimes I forget or I lose my mind. No, that's not the case today. Okay.
I'm writing it down because you said it.
What? Well, that's like a poetical license. So basically,
yeah.
That's acceptable. What I mean,
yes,
that's a metaphor. Like I lost my mind because of that beautiful girl, for example, or something.
Mm-hmm.
So basically, I think like everyone, and maybe money. I can forget at home. Like I can go without money. For example, I think to buy something, but I don't take that sum of money because I don't use like debit cards to pay in stores. I think that's not like so for me good. So I don't like to pay. And what could else be? Some documents like the ID card I can forget, or the contract. For example, if I go to the bank, I should take like some papers, but I don't take them. I forget them at home. And
okay, all right.
That's all what I can think of the top of my head.
Okay, that is all that I can think on the top of my head.
Yeah, all that I can think of the top of my head. Yeah, that's very complicated. You know, teachers corrected me a couple of times, and once I wrote that down. Could you write that in chat, please? How should they say? And I write again.
See. Because what you said is that is all what I can remember off the top of my head, and you would write that is all that I can remember.
Thank you.
Top of my head. Okay. And that is a real common mistake, Michael. A lot of people will use what instead of that. So very, very common. A lot of times I'll forget my keys. I'll lose or forget my keys. My sister, she always loses her cell phone and has to borrow mine. And okay, so how can technology help forgetful people? Mikkel, can you remember?
I don't remember exactly the technology. I don't remember exactly the words used to describe this, but yes, I suppose, I think, knowing the article we read before, I suppose technology is important because when people, for example, use a lot of your doing things, or it's good to the people to not lose the memory. When you use a lot of doing, for example, a read or a little things, can you help to not lose your memory? But in here where is put the technology, I don't know.
Okay, well, it says here, technology can come to the rescue with calendar-based websites allowing users to enter dates, then automatically send reminder notes by email or SMS. So I get an SMS message from Verbling 30 minutes before every lesson.
But it is different to lose your memory.
Yeah, it's
because
true.
I don't have a lot of memory. I put all in the paper. I read. I remember.
Yeah.
It's not the same, no?
Yeah. But what's nice though is it used to be we never got these messages, so we never got the reminders. So, okay, so what chemical can help to boost memory? Miguel.
The caffeine.
Caffeine, and whether we believe that or not. So, okay, let's match the two halves of these collocations. Let's see, where are we? We've got slip. Does anybody know what that would be? Slip. Any guess?
Slip of the tongue.
It is slip of the tongue, but on this one, what's a choice for these here?
One's mind. Slip of the mind.
Slip one's mind. Yes. Oh, I slipped my mind. I'm sorry, I forgot. Disastrous. Any idea?
Consequences.
Yes, consequences. To jog.
Mind. Or memory.
Okay, jog one's memory. Okay. To jog one's memory. A balanced
Diet.
diet. Okay. And come to a rescue. Yes.
The rescue. Come to the rescue.
I come to the rescue. So jog one's memory. What does that mean? Anybody? Any ideas?
To help to recall.
Yes. Okay. So a text message might jog your memory. So, okay. So let's see if we can rewrite these sentences using collocations from exercise 5, using these collocations right here. So when I got lost on the subway, a stranger helped me. Maria, can you try this one?
Okay. I have to write the sentence using collocation. From the previous exercise. When I got lost on the subway, a stranger came to my rescue.
Perfect. When I got lost on the subway, a stranger came to my rescue. Perfect. Okay, and number 2, Michael, I taped a note to the refrigerator to help me to remember. Michael.
Sorry,
Sorry. So I taped a note to the refrigerator to help me to jog my memory.
Okay. Note to the refrigerator. Oops. Refrigerator. To jog my memory instead of to help me. To jog my memory. Okay.
Okay.
And you should always try to eat healthily. Miguel, how would you change that?
You should always try to eat or to do a balanced diet.
Okay. You should always try to have a balanced diet. Yes. Miguel, oh no, I had an appointment at the dentist, but I forgot about it.
Oh no, I had an appointment, but I sleep.
Okay, so, oh no, I had an appointment at the dentist, but it totally slipped my mind. And that is actually true for me, and I think I had an appointment at the dentist last week, or it's this coming week, so I need to call them and say, did I miss it? So, Okay, James spilled coffee over his laptop with very bad results. So what would anybody want to do this one? Maria.
Disastrous consequence.
Okay.
Yeah.
So James spilled coffee over his laptop with disastrous consequences. Okay, and did you guys notice that I did not keep laptop computer? Do you guys know why I didn't put the computer in the sentence I rewrote?
Because laptop is without computer it's clear that this computer shouldn't say it's redundant.
Exactly, it's redundant. You can say laptop computer, and it's totally fine, but it's not necessary because a laptop is a computer.
Yeah.
So, all right. So it looks like we're out of time. I hope you guys learned some new words and phrases, and so thank you very much for your time and attention today, and I hope you have a good rest of the day. I guess, Michael, you're in the States, but the rest of you are in Spain. So have a good evening, and Michael, have a good day.
Okay, thank you.
Right,
You
thank
too.
you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.